Hey, here is my new favorite light. Swoop, backwards. My new favorite light. It's an LED panel. It's called the Litemons LP1200R. It's an RGB 16-inch, I think, from here to here. That's how they measure it. LED panel with barn doors. So we're going to open this sucker up. I've been playing with it for about a month now, and I like it. I've been using it for some studio work and restaurant work. So photographing food, using it as a rim light or a key light. But yeah, so what we've got here is we've got a decently weighted panel. It comes with barn doors that are removable. So the barn doors open up. There you go. If you want to remove the barn doors, you have on the side, there's a little tab on the end here where you just clip these little pieces out. They snap. And then you can remove them if you want. And put it back on, lock them in place. So interesting concept. When you do open this up, like I said, this is coming in a really nice case with the power source. When you do open this up, it comes upside down. So I guess it's more compact that way. Not sure why that is, but you loosen these really sturdy little knobs here. And then we'll flip it over. And this light has the beauty of being powered by V-mount. This is the first light that I've had that has the V-mount little pins in there. So you pop this on, good to go. You don't need any type of cables or anything. So I guess you could run a cable out of that, a D-tap if you wanted, but not necessary. So you power it on via a switch, which I love. I hate buttons. When you have to hold it down, turn it on a switch. That way if this thing loses power, you can put it on a smart outlet if you wanted to use it in that sense, you know, on a remote. But yeah, so you've got a switch that goes to DC power. You got a switch that goes to battery. I'm not sure why that is. Why not just on and off, but whatever. I'm not going to question it. I love it. So I'm going to turn this light on. One thing that I do not like about this light, this little dial here is almost impossible to turn without putting a lot of pressure down. And so what I'll probably do, it measures like 1 inch in diameter, almost exactly. I'll probably glue a piece of 1 inch PVC pipe to it so that I'm able to turn it. I'll probably go really shallow so it still fits back in the case, hopefully, but it'll still give me something to grip and just be a lot easier. That being said, the app is incredible. It's really easy to use. Everything's in the app. I don't even know if you can access some of the features that are in the app on this. Maybe it's possible through mode. Yeah, mode. So you can. It's a really nice screen, but it's just so much easier to go through the phone. So, plus you're going to put this up somewhere where you're not going to want to reach up and grab it and move it and have to get it down. So, all right, we're powered on. We're going to go down to 10%. Okay. And we're going to open up these barn doors so we can see it in all its glory. At 10%, pretty darn bright. So I'm just going to light behind me so you can see that. I love these barn doors. They're really great. They're more of a matted barn door than a reflective. I've got some other lights that are more reflective, which I think is great. Really gives you a lot of control. And you can see it on me how bright it is at 10%. So yeah, I'm going to turn this down and just show you some of the features that it has. So we'll go down to 2%. All right. So at 2% here, let's point it this way. You can see. All right, so you can just got some quick through the app here. You can jump through and you can go to quick color temperatures. So you have 3200, 43, 56, 65K, 75K. And what I'll do at weddings is I'll use this ML/100, my favorite light for travel, for moving around, for running around. And I'll put this up in the rafter somewhere and I'll just turn it down to 0%. I'll turn it off actually. And then when I go, first dance starts, I can just crank it up and then, you know, ready to go. I can leave these on. There's no battery drainage. I mean, maybe minimal, but it'll stay powered all night. I can go up to an hour full power with 2 Sony batteries. About the same with a V-mount battery. They give you the option to pick whichever one you want. And then I'll put this softbox on those. So the app is wonderful. And then I also have these little reflectors. I have a 15-degree reflector that I'll put on this light here. It's a COB light. Or have a 36-degree, depending on how far my light is from my subjects. First dance, toast, things like that. Incredible. So yeah, let's jump through. We've got green, magenta adjustments if we want. And then if we go to, we got hue, color. We can just go anywhere we want with these colors. We'll just circle around. We've got effects, all kinds of stuff. There's the RGB. You can really go to town on this app if you want. There's all kinds of stuff. The only maybe one I would use like RGB cycle. You can change the intensity. We're at 22%. Let's go bring that down. We can crank the speed up, and then you can also adjust the saturation. So bring this down to really slow. So all kinds of features built in here. I won't go through all of them, but more than I would ever need. And let's just go back to the CCT. So awesome. So back to 56K. But I think just a really great option to have and a really good price. I honestly can't remember the price. It's under $300 for the largest one, which is this one, the 16-inch. And they do sell us in different sizes. But yeah, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take these two lights, the 100 and the panel. I'm going to put them on my brother's face, and we're going to look at both sides of his face and just see what kind of light source it gives us so you can have a comparison. Again, 16-inch. This is going to be a 19-inch softbox, and so we're not going to use the grid. We're going to use one without a grid, but you'll get to see exactly what that looks like. So go check it out. I bought this with my own money because I thought it was going to be awesome, and I love it. It's awesome. So having the capability of RGB on a panel this size and that much volume of light, it's going to be really cool if I'm doing some creative work. What we did at a bar, we can't show you those photos because we were shooting a restaurant bar for a magazine. They own the rights to the photos. But what we did is we took this and we put it around 33K, and we use it as like a backlight to give that bar vibe, and then we use 56K for this light right here as our key light to light the food and drinks and things like that, and it turned out beautiful. So yeah, go check out the rest of the video, and go check out the link in the description. I purchased mine through Adorama. I use the VIP program, free shipping, 2-day free shipping, which is pretty sweet. 60-day return, so if you decide after 59 days that it wasn't for you and not the product that you're going to use, and you don't like it, then you can send it back, which is pretty sweet. Hard bargain to find for a 60-day return for $50 a year for the VIP program. All right, we're going to move on and go test these things out. Okay, so what we've got going on here is we've got the Litemons on the left, and on the right we have the Godox ML/100. And so we're going to kind of compare the softness and the harshness and the brightness and all that fun stuff. So on the left, we're going to go 50% with the Litemons. I'm going to turn that on now. Here we go. So 50% light on the left side of my brother's face. We got a little bit of zebras, a little bit of hot spot, but still a nice looking light. We're about 3 feet from his face, 36 inches. And then if we turn off that one, we're going to toggle on the one on the right. Because it's a little bit softer. It is closer because the softbox gets closer to his face. But we'll turn them both on. See that? And then again, we'll go back and forth. There's the ML100 bicolor, and then the Litemons. So, and we are using battery powered on the Litemons. So back and forth. Cool. Cool. Hopefully that's helpful. Our settings we're at 100 millimeter, f5, 50 on the shutter, and 100 on ISO. So that's pretty much what you're going to get. Obviously, these can come way down. We're going to stick the Godox all the way up, or the Litemons, and it's way too bright. And we'll bring them both way down. So we're going to go at let's do 20% on the Litemons. Probably pronouncing that improperly. And then the bicolor will take down to, I would say, yeah, right about 40%. So cool. You can see what you can get there. And then if we drop off the aperture, see what happens there. Looking pretty clean. So they're pretty similar. I think that, yeah, the softbox is obviously just a little bit softer. You get that little extra diffusion. And yeah. Hopefully that's helpful, but yeah, I love this little light. It's, there's a few little things I might change, but for the price, man, it's a bargain. So I think both are. They're both really great for traveling, moving around, even in studio. But you get out on site, they're really nice. So, all right, thanks for watching. Have a good one.